Hey, I still have rainbows this morning, so I'm going to record one more journal. This one's a little bit challenging, but then a lot of them are in different ways. So here goes. I've gone back to 8/17 of 2010. This is the third of that day. The Mayan day was 5-night or house. And it's called Taking Our Children Away. Act from the Heart. Okay, I thought I could go to sleep, but it appears some things want to come out first. Not quite sure what, so let's see here together. First, I was guided to turn on and listen to the radio for just a few minutes today, and to listen to a news report, which I don't often do. I was shocked by what I heard and had to turn it off after the first two stories. They were both about children, and what was shocking, well, was the attitude that was given. They were about taking children from their parents by officials. As if that wasn't shocking enough, when they said charges were not filed, I felt it would have been against the officials, but no, it was against the parents that charges were being considered. And this is evil. Big Brother has gotten way too big here. They are planning to move in the direction of giving the state more and more power over our children, destroying the family. These stories where they try to make out that a parent who slaps a child deserves to lose the child and be charged, these parents are being made into the bad guys here. The dark intent behind these stories is obvious. If you've been away from the media for some time, that is, it is clearly apparent. They want to get us thinking bad things about parents and how the little children deserve others to come in and protect them. Never mind about the sacred right of parents to raise their children. These are not even considered, much less mentioned. It is evil. They have plans, and these slanted news stories are to soften us up to be ready and willing to assent and consent to whatever those plans are. Problem, reaction, solution. Parents, watch out. And if you're not parents, don't think you're safe. If one of us is assaulted, all of us are. We are one. Let us act that way. We are all family. Let us act that way. My friends, please wake up. Please realize that the main organ of programming of the human race is the television, and through it, the so-called news media, those pimps and whores for the controllers. That is all the huge majority of them have become. No one else. No one who speaks of light and truth could get a job on any prominent station. It's all too controlled for that. Just like science is controlled. Look to the funding in all cases to trace the dark hidden story behind what is being presented, behind what is allowed to come forth, and what is suppressed. I know I don't usually talk this way. Be in heart in any case. That is always and always the best way. You will be guided from there. Yes, it's a hologram we live in, but on the other side of that coin, it has a most special importance as well, a vital importance. There are no pat answers to anything, as far as I can tell. Everything is individual. The way to change the outside world is through change on the inside. And this is still true. But what happens sometimes, especially once we've spent a good time of just observing and learning to be heart-centered, is that we're called to action in some way. Don't ever act if mind is what's inspiring your action. It won't come out right, either for you or for the cause you're attempting to serve. That's the way of duality, and it's just a part of the trap, the many traps laid for us. Be in heart to spot them. But at some point, if you're called through your heart to speak up or to peaceful civil disobedience or support of others in that way, always peaceful, then do be open to that. What we must stay away from, I can't stress this enough, is fear. Anything fearful is tainted. Don't act on that. Go back to heart straight away. So, no action from guilt or fear, no action from mind at all. That can be hard to spot. When the impulse arises from there, just look at that. That's all. Just observe it. Don't act. Those things arise as part of the growth process. They're there to show you a part of yourself you have not seen clearly or well before. That's why they come up, not to act upon, but to show you to you. As you see into what is underneath, what is the foundation of those impulses, you will be freed of some dark energy. You will come into clearer understanding, into more clarity. That's the beauty of wading through your stuff. The trick is to be in heart so much you get used to it, to the feeling there, so you can tell what that feels like. It gets really, really comfortable. There's a sort of warm feeling, a presence to it. Now, I don't like trying to put words to this because it is so beyond words, but I'm trying to be a useful guide to you there. I want you to know what it feels like, but I can't give it to you. You have to go there yourself. Then, when the impulse comes, you will just find yourself acting, find yourself in the midst of doing something. It often comes just like that. It's because the mind is not involved at all. You didn't take time to think about it first because you didn't have to. It's not really you that's doing that anyway. This is the blessing that comes of being, not doing, of being danced. It's more something that happens through you than something you do. Like these journals, for instance. These are not a doing at all. Do you see that? Do you feel that? That is what gives them any power they may have, you know. The fact that they're the product of being, of heart, not of human doing or of mind. Oh, well, another odd journal for sure. I just wanted to put out the alert, not with fear at all, to watch with tremendous suspicion all attempts of the state, any state in any land, to minimize families and the rights of parents over those of the state for their children. This is very dark. It's already gotten quite bad with forced shots for children when they are so tiny and all the rest of that. We must not be fearful of this, however. Please remain in your power, which resides or is contacted in your heart. You can do this. Just stay out of mind over it. Mind won't be helpful. It can't. We have powers, my friends, that are coming back to us, but we have to cooperate with them. We have to live to the highest possible standard we can envision, with no violence or anger, hatred or malice, no resentment or revenge or any of that, not even blame, my friends. If you are in heart, this will be no problem at all for you. That is one of the tests you can give to see where you are coming from, the heart or the head. What are the emotions attached to it? Are you being manipulated? or coming from your true base of power. Our kingdom, just like Jesus said, is not of this world. It is our kingdom of heart where our victory lies. We take care of living to the highest standards ever in heart. The rest will just take care of itself. Oh yes, it will use us at different times and surprising ways to accomplish this, but only when we are in heart. Then we are danced in the perfect ways to accomplish what's best. We ourselves can't even know what is best, so we just act from heart where our divinity abides. That is my song, actually my plea tonight. Never leave heart. We have some really tough things to view yet, to watch going down. There will be times when we want to be involved, and we can from the heart. All other action is doomed. We are not what they say we are. We are much higher, holier beings than that. Well, let's start acting to a far higher standard and quit being so complacent, so obedient to the man, so coward, so intimidated, so like sheeple. Let's be the true heroes we are, my friends, which we will, as we live from the heart. Thank you. Good night, and God bless. You can do this. Have faith in higher self. And remember, no fear.